Now, I'm sure that I just completely freaked everyone out. What I'm going to do is I am going to complete this example using the name array. I'm going to write it out, and then we're going to take a break. When we come back, I'm going to jump into the whiteboard and talk about what exactly is going on. Because it might take a little bit for things to actually soak in if you're completely new to arrays. But for right now, I'll give you a basic overview of what I'm doing here. I'm creating 4 variables right here on line 7, just like how I created 4 variables right here on between lines 9 and 12. The difference is that the 4 variables inside of this array I can access dynamically based off of an index that I can calculate dynamically, which seems to be exactly what we need to make our program work. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these name definitions, and then I'm going to write my code in a way that will allow us to use this array. So enter name blah, I'm going to say name array at name index -1 equals console readline. If this totally freaks you out, especially like this and why I have to subtract 1, again, we're going to the whiteboard once we get back from break. I just want to toss some code up on the screen to let it kind of sit in your guys' minds for a few minutes. Next up, on my line 22, this is another instance where we didn't know what to put in here because we had no way of dynamically accessing one of our variables. So what we're going to do is we're going to say name array at name index -1. Now I'm going to write this program and enter name 1. Well, that looks ugly. There we go. Enter name 1, Nelson Lequet test whoa. And we get whoa test Lequet Nelson, which is exactly what we want. So you might be saying, wow, this code looks a whole lot more complicated than what we had before, and it does the exact same thing. Well, watch this. By changing that value 4 to 6, by changing this 4 to 6, and by changing this 4 to 6, without changing any other code or even adding any code, I now have 6 names. So 6 names, what am I going to do? And we get it back in order, or in reverse order. And again, we did that all by changing this number. In fact, that number could be determined at runtime if we wanted to. So the point of arrays are, again, to be able to dynamically access variables and write code where we don't have to repeat ourselves over and over and over and over again. Alrighty. So again, I'm going to go ahead and leave this code up on the screen just for people to take a look at. If it doesn't make any sense to you at all, don't worry, because we're going to come back and whiteboard it out. But I wanted to give people an idea of what the syntax looked like first. So